Notts County talk, it's finished Notts County 0, Hartlepool 1. You're left feeling frustrated for so many reasons after that game, you know, when we're putting in performances like that. For me personally, I think for a large majority of that game, we were on top. For, I'm saying 85 minutes of the game, we were the team on top. Their goal, you know, fair play to him, it was a good goal. It was chasing a bit of a lost cause, really, and the man in the middle that got the goal, credit to Hartlepool, really, you know. It was a well-worked goal for them, really, you know, that grit and determination that you want to see from your club. So fair play to Hartlepool. But we were up for it today. We really were up for it. We had plenty of chances. We hit the post. We had a goal disallowed that shouldn't have been disallowed for offside. There was 3 or 4 occasions, I think, where we were flagged offside, and I just don't think we were offside. I think the officiating really let us down today. It ruined the rhythm. Like I said, I think there was 3 offsides. One of them was Rawlinson. Obviously, the goal with Knowles wasn't offside. And there was another one, I think it was Wharton as well. But it's just frustrating because that game, for me, was ours to win. You could tell the players were up for it. We were attacking their goal, you know, time after time, and we just couldn't break through. There was the 2 or 3 times now in that game where you're thinking certain players should do better. I'm thinking about the time where Eli Sam was about 6 inches forward. If he was a little bit further back, where he should be reading that, really, because he was stood behind the keeper when Enzio put the ball across. So if he was a little bit further back, he could have just tapped it in. But it leaves you feeling, and Stout and Slater were saying it throughout the game, we're missing Christian Dennis, we're missing that goal scorer. I'm gonna say it. I think Jimmy Knowles really could be that player for us. I think he could be that player to nick a goal. Like, look at the games he's played. I think he's scored in more or less, I think there's been 1, maybe 2 games where he's not scored. But he just always nicks a goal. It's like tonight, he nicked a goal. It was a goal, but obviously it was disallowed. But he's always in that right position, and for such a young player, it's fantastic. And I hope he gets a run of games, starting a few games, because I think if we start off on the right foot and we get that goal, it's going to change our season, because it's just such a similar game to Boreham Wood, where we're on top for a majority of the game and we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. You know, possession it's probably 65-70% to Notts. So we just need to start capitalising, because that's not the first game now. It's probably the 3rd or 4th game where you're thinking, if we're capitalising on the good chances we had and the clear-cut chances we had, we should have been well away, and really well away. And I'm going to go on to the Turner red card. It was a clear red card. You know, you saw the player's face. It was all cut up, wasn't it, down the side there. A little bit clumsy. You could see how frustrated he was with himself. There's no arguing the case, really, because it was a certain red card. His boot is high up in the air, and it's gone straight into the opposing player's face. So it's going to be interesting to see where we go from a result like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hartlepool are a great side, and they did well to not let us score, really. But there's a few problems there for me that lie where we need to start finishing. And I said it in this video, it's not the first time that's happened this season. We need to start capitalising, and we need to get the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, I mean, we've got a bit of a break now. I think our next game's on the 9th of January. Obviously, because King Lynn have had to postpone the games because a few people in their camp have had COVID. So I think it'll be a good chance to really, you know, just take a bit of a breather, take stock. It's been a busy time up to now, where there's been stop-start, but it's majority been Saturday, Tuesday. So we need to sort of take stock of what's happened, reflect, and maybe tweak it a little bit, because I think Wharton up the top on his own, he's a fantastic player. He works really hard, but I just feel like he needs someone with him. Like even if he had like Eli Sam, or if he had Jimmy Knowles, because I feel like Jimmy Knowles and Wharton could play off each other so well. And it shows, because it's like tonight, I think Wharton flicks it on for Jimmy Knowles to score, and obviously it doesn't count, but there's been other occasions as well in games where Wharton's laid it off for Knowles and he's got the goal. So yeah, it makes me wonder, do we need to change shape a little bit? But obviously we've got to leave that up to Wardley. You know, he's the man in charge. So yeah, let me know how you feel after that one, and let me know what you think about the officiating in that game, because that's probably one of the most frustrated I've come away from a game, just from the officials. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and comment down below, like the video and subscribe.